see?
Yeah, specifically, we have a document called the NSS Forensic Briefing,
Hmm.
alongside a very recent grant application update they submitted to the Long-Term Future Fund.
So the mission of today's deep dive is to explore this radical new paradigm. I mean, for years, almost a decade now, the conversation around AI safety has been fundamentally centered on protecting the servers and the software.
Right, we talk about data encryption, we talk about red teaming linguistic models so they don't output dangerous chemical recipe.
Or copyright firewalls.
Exactly. But this framework shifts the focus entirely away from the machine's safety and asks, how do we protect human biology? How do we protect your cognitive sovereignty?
Okay, let's unpack this, because
Yeah.
traditional AI safety feels very, well, digital, right?
Yeah, very software focused.
It's about putting guardrails on the code. But this research introduces a massive, 52,000-word framework called the Normative Sentience Standard, or the NSS.
The NSS, right.
And their whole goal is to move us away from just tweaking algorithms to what they call forensic biological auditing.
Yes.
If I'm reading this right, it feels like if traditional AI safety is like putting physical guardrails on a highway so the car doesn't crash into a ditch,
Hmm.
then the NSS is like actively monitoring the driver's heart rate, blood pressure, and cortisol levels to make sure the sheer stress of the driving experience itself isn't causing a slow, silent heart attack.
That is a highly accurate way to visualize it.
Yeah.
And the NSS framework doesn't just theorize about this heart attack.
Yeah.
It actually gives us the mathematical and conceptual language to measure it.
Which is wild. How do you measure that?
Well, they introduce a core concept called body load.
Body load. Okay.
Yeah, which they represent mathematically in their formulas as L_B.
Hmm.
They also use a metric called biological interest. What they're arguing is that engaging with high-frequency algorithmic feedback loops takes a hidden cumulative neurological toll on the human user. Text on a screen isn't just inert data, it has physical weight.
I really want to dig into that idea of text having weight. What does that actually mean for the person sitting at their keyboard?
Think about the fundamental mismatch in processing speeds. You are interacting with an entity that processes information millions of times faster than you do.
Right.
It delivers that information in a highly optimized, relentless way. It doesn't pause to breathe. It doesn't hesitate.
It doesn't show uncertainty unless it's explicitly programmed to.